What's up, everybody? Brett Mix here, just doing a quick Raw preview for tonight's show on February the 12th, 2024. It'll take place from the Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, as we build towards the Elimination Chamber. Cody Rhodes, is he going to clarify things tonight about how he gave The Rock his spot initially, pretty much, only to take it back and say that it's bullshit and then retake the spot against Roman Reigns? He's got to explain it somehow. They can't just say, oh, it doesn't matter if you don't like the decision like they did on SmackDown. I can see that from Triple H, but from Cody, it would be good if we get some clarification and he explains what happened. I'll put up a video a couple days ago about how he could get out of this situation. They could have he or Triple H tell the story about how Cody was going to step aside with The Rock because they wanted to bring down Roman Reigns and tear him off the throne of being the tribal chief. So The Rock said to Cody, they could have Cody explain this. They can have this said. The Rock said to Cody that if you want to tear down Roman Reigns and you want to take away everything that's a part of him, you need to take away his tribal chief status and as part of the bloodline and see who the real head of the table is. And then once I do that at WrestleMania, this the Rock says to Cody, once I do that at WrestleMania, you can then take on the tribal chief who doesn't have that status, and he'll be less confident. And then you can take on a guy that's been stripped of his tribal chief persona, that ego, so Cody could get, so that made Cody, that speech made Cody give The Rock the spot, right? That's what Cody can explain, why he gave The Rock the spot. However, Cody can say that when he went up to The Rock and he said, what about the people? The people are hashtagging that they want me, Rock. That's what Cody can say to The Rock in this story that Cody's explaining on the microphone. And The Rock and Cody can say that The Rock said to him, it doesn't matter what the people want. And then the crowd can go, oh, or boo, and then that gets The Rock heel heat because he said it doesn't matter what the people want. Then Cody can say that he could see that it was Rock's ego the whole time. So that's what made him at the press conference change his mind and say this is bullshit. The Rock wasn't really a man of the people. And then The Rock can say, The Rock was kidding. It's not what the people want, but he can still keep that heel heat because we know he's lying. Then at WrestleMania, Cody faces Roman, and then The Rock's the enforcer. And The Rock, it's sort of like Mike Tyson at WrestleMania 14 where he's a heel with Shawn Michaels. So The Rock would be like a heel with Roman, but then he raises Cody's hand just like Mike Tyson raised Austin's hand. And then that turns The Rock back face, and then the Roman and The Rock have a feud to WrestleMania 41. So it's perfect. It answers all the questions. It clears up all the loopholes, and it builds towards this WrestleMania and next WrestleMania, and it gives everybody what they want in the process. So I think I might not have explained it too well in this video, but if they do something similar along those lines, it makes sense. You got to think that Drew McIntyre might interfere tonight in the promo. Seth Rollins might come out. They might build a match for tonight. Maybe it's Cody versus McIntyre. Maybe Sami Zayn and Cody take on McIntyre and somebody, or just McIntyre by himself. So we'll see what Cody Rhodes says tonight. We'll see if he decides to answer those questions or not. We do have some confirmed matches. We have Elimination Chamber qualifying matchups. Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton have already qualified. LA Knight takes on Ivar. I think that's LA Knight, obviously. Bobby Lashley takes on Bronson Reed. That's a tough one, but I'm going to say Lashley with the help from the Street Profits to keep Bronson Reed looking strong. I'll say the Street Profits interfere and make Lashley get the 3 count. Maybe it's a roll-up. Maybe it's the almighty slam, but I think Bobby Lashley will defeat Bronson Reed and join the chamber along with McIntyre, Orton, and, of course, LA Knight from that night. Plus, we got a 6-man tag after Gunther's 600-day ceremony was interrupted by Jey Uso. We have Imperium taking on Uso and the New Day. I think Imperium get the win there. Maybe it's a dirty way, but they get the win. They'll also build to Ripley and Nia Jax, and also Judgment Day, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. They can build to those matches. I don't know if Asuka and Kairi Sane will have a match, because they just defended their titles last week against Chance and Carter. So maybe they have a non-title match. We also got Liv Morgan versus Zoe Stark for the women, because Becky Lynch and Belair, who are the 2 favorites, have already qualified. So Zoe Stark takes on Liv Morgan. This is Morgan's return match, so I can't see her losing it. So I'll say Liv Morgan wins that one. Plus, R-Truth takes on JD McDonough. That'll be interesting. Are they going to keep JD McDonough a jobber? I just think for JD McDonough's sake, they should have JD go over Truth. Truth is a comedy character that can afford the loss. So have the Judgment Day again turn on Truth for the 80th time, and maybe it sinks in his head that he's not a part of the group that way, and they have McDonough pick up a win. He's really needing one because he looks like a joke out there losing all the time. So we'll see. That's Raw tonight, and there's going to be more matches, obviously, than the few I announced, but Stark Morgan, Truth McDonough, Ivar, LA Knight, Lashley, Bronson Reed, the six-man tag between Imperium and Jey Uso and the New Day, and maybe something with McIntyre, Zayn, and Rhodes. That's what's lined up tonight. Maybe we get a shock appearance from The Rock or Triple H. Doubt it, but that's what we have lined up for tonight. We'll see if Cody can clarify this situation once and for all, or maybe they wait to SmackDown to clarify it, if they do at all. Hopefully we get some answers tonight. I'll be here for the review half an hour to an hour after it ends with my 20-minute review, where I'll touch on everything that you missed or everything that you saw, and I'll sprinkle some analysis along the way. I'm Brett Mix for the Raw Preview for February the 12th, 2024 from Lexington, Kentucky, and I'm out. Enjoy the show.